Well, welcome everyone. We will get started promptly at 2 p.m. Eastern. Just want to give folks a chance to get logged in and settled. So we'll get started here shortly. All right. Well, why don't we go ahead and get started. So good afternoon and welcome to our webinar today. I'm Nikki Jones, the Director of Marketing, and I'll be your moderator for this session. Before we get started, let's discuss a couple of really quick housekeeping notes. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, just type them directly into the chat box. It's located in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. I'll be monitoring those questions throughout the session, and we'll stop at various points to address them, and then certainly at the end we'll address any and all questions. And if you're having any technical difficulties at all getting logged into the webinar or with your audio, please give Nicole a call, and her telephone number is listed there on the screen. So today our primary goal really is to introduce you to our service. As a part of that discussion, you'll learn about our technology, our tutors, our client services, and the actionable data we provide to you so that you can identify and help your at-risk students. So why are we qualified to be your retention partner? That may be what you're thinking. Well, we have over 15 years of experience partnering with universities, colleges, state libraries, public libraries, and corporations. And we're really proud of the fact that the Department of Defense also provides our service to all active military dependents, non-active guard and reserve, and the military families. So we've completed over 10 million live tutoring sessions, and we conduct roughly 7,000 sessions a night. Last year we hosted 1.5 million tutors. It's entirely possible because of our community of nearly 3,000 tutors. We are very proud to help students accomplish their academic goals and help institutions like yours achieve their retention goals. So with that, I will turn it over to our Client Services Manager, Steve Schrage, who will guide you on a tour of the service. Have at it, Steve.
All right, thanks, Nikki. I appreciate that. Hello, everyone. My name is Steve Schrage. I work in client services here at Tutordotcom. I have been with Tutordotcom now for just over 3 years, and I have worked with a variety of different clients that we do serve, including the Department of Defense and some libraries, and now I'm working almost exclusively with higher education clients like yourselves. There's a good chance that we may be working with each other in the future. But we do have a lot that I'd like to cover today, and in doing so, I'd just like to go over a quick recap of what we're going to talk about. I'd just like to go over our agenda really quickly. First thing that we are going to talk about is that we're going to talk about our service and the technology that we provide. I'm going to go into the subjects that we offer, the tools that the students have at their disposal in order to work with our tutors, how they can access the program, when they can access the program, and get a glimpse. I want to give you a glimpse into how we measure the student results, how we measure how they interact with our service. After that, I will show you the live demonstration of the classroom. We're going to talk with one of our tutors, get you right in there so that you can look at it, see what it looks like, and show you the process that a student goes through in order to get into the session. And we'll ask our tutor to show us around. After that, I'll talk a little bit about who our tutors are, how they become a tutor with us, and just kind of that process in what our tutors, where they come from, and who they are in working with us. Finally, or after that, we're going to talk about the data that we give to you as a client. We not only do we offer tutoring services to our clients, but we also provide them with data points based on the students that come and visit us. So I'm going to talk to you about those data points, what kind of institutions are using those data points and how they're using that to retain some of their students. And finally, we'll just talk about the client services aspect of our offering, and that is my job, kind of what I do and how I can help you interpret the results that we see. So without further ado, let's go right ahead and talk about our service and technology. Initially, I want to make it clear what our goal is for students when they come to talk to us, when they come to us for help. Our goal is that every student that comes to us comes away having had a sound, positive, and educational experience working with us. And in order to do that, we start by carefully selecting the subjects that we offer. You can see here a listing of the subjects that we currently offer. This does change based on the need for the students and the need for our clients that work with us. And these are the subjects that we know that we can offer good sound help for, good sound tutoring. And as I mentioned, these can change, but they can also be customized to fit what you are working with and fit your course offering at your institution. So we have the ability to map these subjects to your particular courses that you offer. For instance, if you have a Econ 101 class, we can make it show to the student that they can access their Econ 101 course and get tutoring on that particular course. There's a couple advantages to making it customizable this way, and the first is that it makes it easy for us to report back to you which students are using your program. If you see that, you know, Accounting 101 is a section that's using this program a lot, maybe you can talk to the instructor about that particular course, and you can really see what courses are coming to us for help. The second thing that that customizing these courses do for us is that it also provides familiarity for your students. So they don't feel like they're not getting help with the subject that they need. They know, okay, if I need help, I can go to calculus and I can get help in calculus. I can go to my statistics 102 class and get help in that statistics class. So they know where to go. And that is really a main focus of ours too. We want to make it familiar and easy for the student to use. We have very intentionally designed our website in a way that makes it intuitive for the students to enter into a session with one of our tutors. It is very easy for one of our students to access our program regardless of the age. We know that students today are all ages, and they find, no matter what their age, they tend to find our program very easy to work with a tutor. They know how to use the whiteboard, they know how to share files, and it becomes really easy for them to work with us. And that goes and fits with the fact that we are able to be customized to your particular program, your particular institution, meaning we can integrate seamlessly with your website or your learning management system so that when a student comes to us, they know exactly where to go and how to get help. And they come to us all the time from a variety of different places, and they may come to us from a variety of different browsers. Our program is compatible with any device that has HTML5 capability. That includes almost every single mobile device and computer that's on the market today. Android, Windows Phone, Apple iOS, they all work with our classroom, and we want to make it so that no matter where they come to us from, they can get in and they can work with one of our tutors. And they come to us not just from a variety of different devices, but they also come to us from at a variety of different times. This is a chart of 1 week of sessions with our tutors, and as you can see, the timing that students come to us varies throughout the week and throughout the day even. You can see that some times are more popular than others. And the benefit of working with this program is that we are available 24 hours a day, and our service is on demand. It can be instantaneous. We can work with the student when they need the assistance and when they are able to schedule time to work with us. And as you can see, it's not the typical hours that you might see in a workday. 33% of our sessions do occur at night from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's a third of our sessions that occur during that late night hours. And that is the time of day that your students are doing their assignments. And we understand that the average college student today does not have a normal lifestyle. Their schedules, they're juggling schedules for their family, for their jobs, and this allows you to reach those students that maybe they're not able to take advantage of the offerings that you have on campus. And this provides that 24-hour support that they might find useful. And they do find it useful. We see that often in our session surveys. Every session that a student has with us, we ask them to fill out a survey at the end to let us know how we did, to really understand what they want and to get the feedback from them about what they think we can change. We have about a 44% rate of students filling out that survey. That means that for almost every two students that come to us, almost every other one fills out this survey and responds to us and lets us know what they thought about the program. And the overwhelming majority want to just let us know how grateful they are for this service. They want to let you as a client know that they are thankful for you offering this to them. We see it time and time again, and it shows up. The numbers that you see on the screen right now are numbers that were averaged throughout all of our programs for last year. So you can see that the students do like the program, they do find it useful, and it is helping them to improve their grades. And you can see that in the service and in the actual service that we offer. And I'm going to show that to you right now. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you what the process that a student will go through in order to access our tutors. First off, when they come to our program, it's likely that they will be presented with a screen that looks something similar to this. There are a couple different ways that a student can authenticate and work with us. The first is if we work with you to get a student list of all the students that are eligible to use this program, and then we work to give them a password and to inform them of their password so that they can access it, go right to it, they know what to do, they know how to get in. That is a very common way that people work with us. The second way is a way that some colleges and universities really tend to like, because it gives them the opportunity to register for the accounts themselves. This way, at the beginning of the semester, they don't have to present us with a new list of students. The students are registering on their own. And they do that by logging in using their student email address. And if they use their student email address, we can verify it that it is with that particular university. And what we'll do is we'll send them an email with instructions on how to access the program. So that is another way that students can access our program. The third way is coming directly from the LMS or your website. And what we do is we integrate seamlessly with your website using SSO technology, and we can direct the student directly into our program. And I'm going to show you exactly what that program, what they'll see right into our dashboard right here. This is what our students will see when they log in. As you can see, it's really easy to connect to a tutor right away. Just simply fill out the topic and the subject and hit Get a Tutor. But there are a couple other things that I would like to point out just on this dashboard here, and that getting help with a tutor immediately is not the only way that you can really benefit from using our service. Another very popular way is dropping off an essay for someone to review. And that is if you go click on this Write Tutor button in the upper left-hand corner. What you can see is a student can give the information, they can give us their paper, and then they can come back within 24 hours and pick up that corrected session that a tutor has already worked with. So a couple other things that you might be able to see is that some of our students, they choose to favorite the tutors that they work well with. This option right here will let them show their favorite tutor so that they can go back and work with that tutor if they're working well with them. They can view their sessions that they've already had, and then they can store files in their locker. But the majority of students, they're going to want to go directly to our program. They want to talk to a tutor immediately, and this is how they do it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask a question to our tutor. And I'm just going to type an algebra question. The reason I chose an algebra question is because the majority of the sessions that we do have, we find that it's not the majority of sessions. They're not algebra, but we do see that the most used subject is algebra. The most accessed topic that we offer is algebra, and it doesn't really matter the age. It can be, we see older students coming to us for help with algebra just as much as we see younger students coming to us for help with algebra. So we'll go ahead and click Get a Tutor, and we'll be put in queue to work with one of our tutors. Now, we do have a tutor that's working with us and will be invited into the classroom. Hopefully we'll get in pretty soon, but this will just give us the opportunity to, this will give me the opportunity to tell you a little bit about our wait times. Our average wait time is about 2 minutes, and we are very proud of that fact. We have been compared side to side with other programs that are out on the market, and we consistently blow these other programs out of the water in terms of our wait time. 2 minutes is very good, and we're proud of that. We're committed to ensuring that they stay low. And so it happens as soon as you click Get a Tutor, we start to match you with the tutor in your particular subject, and our program, we anticipate the need of the students, and we schedule tutors appropriately based on the need that we anticipate we're going to have. In one of those comparison pilots that we have done, I just would like to point out that the company that we worked with, or that we were being compared to, had an average wait time of about 8.4 minutes. Our longest wait period, we served just about 5,700 sessions during that pilot program, and our longest wait period during that time was 4 minutes. So that's more, it's less than half of what their average wait time was. And our average wait time during that period was 1 minute. During that pilot period was 1 minute. So we are proud of that fact. We are proud of the fact that we're able to schedule our tutors and that they are available instantaneously, almost instantaneously for the student. So we are in a classroom. We do have a tutor in here ready to work with us. I'm going to go ahead and say hi to her and ask her to show us around the classroom. So while she does that, I will just talk a little bit about our technology in terms of our text-based technology. Most of our classroom is based around our text-based technology, and the reason being that we offer text is because students are comfortable with it. Students today like the anonymity of working with a tutor on the other side of the line, being able to type to them at their own leisure, and really working through the problem at their own pace. It also helps us to have mineable data and provide you with the information that the students are working on. And because of this classroom, our classroom is all proprietary. We created it on our own. So everything is recorded. Everything is captured. And we are able to look at that again and review these sessions. It also helps us with quality control and ensuring that our sessions are safe and secure, as well as the students are getting what they need. As you can see, it's a very simple classroom. We have a big whiteboard because that's where we find a lot of the students are doing their work. As you can see, Denise is pointing out to us that you can draw on the whiteboard. You can upload, you can also type right on the whiteboard itself, and she actually added loose leaf paper for us to kind of keep us organized a little bit. And these are just some of the features that it offers. You can add shapes, as you can see, and change the colors of them. But really, we wanted to keep it simple. We want the student to feel like it's manageable. We don't want to inundate them with too many options and too many things to do. We want them to focus on the problem and work with the tutor to get that problem done. So at this point, I think she showed us a good amount. I'm going to go ahead and point out that you can import images here as well, and you can also share files. So for instance, if you have a Word document that you're working on, you can share it directly into the classroom by using that share file feature. PDFs work. I'm pretty sure all Microsoft Office documents work as well. So she switched the paper to graphing, which will be helpful for this problem that I asked her. And you can add a new whiteboard by clicking on this button right there. Clears the classroom out and starts again. So she's going to show us some of these files, perhaps, or the web resources. But in the meantime, since we have her on the line, I'd like to just see if there are any questions about the classroom that we have at this time. Nikki, are there any questions that are coming through, students that are people that might be interested in knowing more about the classroom?
Oh, hi, Steve. No questions at this time, though I do want to point out to the audience, if you do have any questions at all while Steve is talking and demonstrating our service, feel free to type those into the chat dialog box in the lower right-hand corner of your screen, and we'll get to those. And I'll turn it back over to you, Steve. Okay,
thank you, Nikki. If there are no questions, I'm going to go ahead and let Denise go so that she can go and help some of the students that are waiting. Say thank you to her, and we'll be on our merry way.
Hey, Steve, do you want to quickly just sort of recap the importance of the recorded transcript and how both students and administrators can access every bit of the information captured in the session?
Sure, yeah, and this goes to, touched on it very briefly, but it does go to help with our maintaining our tutors and maintaining the quality of the sessions that we offer. We're able to look at these sessions. We're able to see what went on in the session. We're able to provide that information back to you as a client in order to ensure that you can follow up with the students appropriately. And you can understand then what the student's working on, how they're going through it, and exactly the pedagogy and how the tutor works with them as well. So thank you for bringing that up, Nikki. That's a good point to iterate and touch on. I'm going to go ahead and end the session. This is the survey that I spoke to you about. This is what the students see when they fill it out. And these questions that you see here are going to be mostly what the students see as well. And you'll actually get this feedback to you in our reports that we give you at the end of every month. You'll see the comments that they give to us. You'll see what they think of the program, if it was excellent, if it was very good, and we'll let you know if you recommend the service to a friend. So you'll get all of that information back in the report. Now, one thing I do like to point out as well is that not only do the students fill out a survey, but the tutors themselves fill out a survey as well. And the questions are a little bit different for the tutors, but that helps us get a sense for what the students are working on, and we can report back that to you as well. So this will give the student the option to email the transcript. You can see that's what it looks like. They can also replay the session if they would like to. That is our service. That is what we offer to the students, but we don't just offer that as I mentioned, we don't just offer the tutoring aspect to our students. We also want to partner with you and make sure that you feel like you are getting that data back and working well with it. And I'm going to talk about that data that you get back in just a moment. But before that, I'd like to touch on who our tutors are, and really kind of let you know what they do for us, where they come from, because they're really unique. Our tutors are the greatest asset that we have to offer. Currently, we're working with more than 2,900 tutors, close to 3,000 tutors, as Nikki explained earlier, and they come from all walks of life. They are teachers, they're grad students. There's one of my favorite stories of a tutor is he's a retired NASA engineer, and he wanted to stay with physics. He wanted to continue to know how students are learning about physics in this day and age, and so he works with us in order to keep in touch with what the students are up to, and he just tutors with us. So I think that's a pretty unique one. That's my personal favorite unique tutor, but there are a ton of unique tutors that work with us, and you can find out who they are by visiting our blog at blog.tutor.com. And I do encourage you to do this because it gives you a sense of who we work with, who these tutors are, and puts faces to them. They are real people. They do good job. They do good work, and we ensure that they do good work because, first off, we have a very intensive onboarding process that they work with us on. Before they even start that onboarding process, we want to find out if they're capable of tutoring in the subjects that they want to tutor with. We ask them to go through a 2 to 3 hour exam depending on the subject and really show us what they know about that particular subject. If they pass that, then we want to find out if they can talk to our students, if they know how to communicate with our students in the online classroom that we offer. If they pass that, we then ask them to go through background checks, not just federal, but also state and local background checks, and we continually do that throughout the year. We do that twice every year. We run those background checks on our tutors. All of our tutors are based out of the United States and Canada, and they like working with us. Our tutors enjoy working with us because they feel like they are taken care of as well. We pay them to work with us. And once they are brought on, they are given a mentor to work with throughout their tenure with us. And initially, when they start working with us, they go through every week and they review sessions with their mentor. As they've been with us for a little bit longer, we still work with them and review their sessions, sometimes randomly, but often about every 4 weeks we work with some of our veteran tutors and ensure that they're continually giving good sessions and the feedback is coming back well for them in their sessions. So that's a little bit about who our tutors are.
Hey Steve, can I interject
Sure.
here quickly? Can you speak to whether or not our tutors give away the answers during sessions?
Yes, actually, that's a very good thing to address, Nikki, because we do see students that come to us and ask for the answer. They come to us. They don't want to spend a lot of time with us. They don't care to really learn or know the subject. They just want the answer, and they want to get it done, and they want to move on with their lives. And actually, our tutors are instructed and they are mandated not to give them the answer. In fact, if they do give the answer away, they might face some repercussions in their tutoring session or in their mentoring sessions later. So they do not give the answer away, and I can tell you that some of those post-session survey feedbacks that we get that are not happy with us are students that didn't get the answer from the tutor that they wanted, and they're the students that were looking to come just get the answer, and then they didn't get it. So as I mentioned, our goal is to provide every student with a sound, positive, and educational experience, and we believe that in order to do that, we don't give away that answer. We don't give away the answer. They need to come to that answer on their own. Did that answer your question, Nikki?
You got it right on the money. Thanks, Steve.
Great. So next up is what is the data that we provide you. Now that they've had a session, the student knows, or the student has had the session, we've had multiple students access our program, use the sessions, or use our tutors, talk to our tutors. What do you get back from that? What is the data that you get back from that? And it starts with our monthly reports. Every month, on the 3rd of the month, we send a report to our clients that talks about the usage from the previous month. And in that, you can see that you can see a variety of different things. First off is going to be the total number of sessions that you have served to your students, broken out by campus. And then after that, you'll see it broken out by the subject that they are looking for. You'll also be given the average length of tutoring sessions for that month, the total number of minutes and hours that have been used during that month, and you'll see how as you get more and more months worth of data, you can compare it month to month. And the reports become a little bit more robust with the more data that you have to work with. So you'll see charts that show you how you compare in terms of usage month to month. And you'll notice that when it comes to be exam time, you'll see that the students do use the program a little bit more. And we see that in the number of users that come to us as well. You'll see that those satisfaction ratings that we talked about, you'll see the response rates and what the students are saying about the program. You'll even see post-session comments. The student, as soon as they get done with the session, they'll let you know, wow, Denise was a great tutor. I really liked working with her. Or thank you to School XYZ for offering this to us. It really has helped me accomplish my my algebra objective. And we see those every single month that the students really do enjoy the program. You also, in addition to receiving those monthly reports, you have the option of viewing individual student sessions on your own pace. And you can pull reports to see who's using the program. You can see, you know, from this time to this time how many students use it. You have the ability to do that as well. And you have the link to all of the previous month's reports. So you'll be able, every month you'll be sent that link as well, and you can go back and you can review and compare it month to month as well. Lastly, you do have the option of talking to us and asking us to pull reports for you if there's anything that perhaps you're not getting or you'd like to see a little bit more, a bigger picture of it. You can ask us to pull specific data points as well. So we're happy to do that, and that goes along with the client services that we spoke about, that we will speak about in just a little bit. But one thing that I would like to add is that that's the normal set of data that we give to our clients. We do offer a package that allows the client to purchase a little bit more, that allows the client to partner with us and really see some data that they can act upon. And that, if we choose to work with this extra package, we give you two different reports. And the first is this early alert report. And what this is after sessions, we do ask our tutors to fill out a post-session survey. What they'll do is they'll tell us what the student was working on. And they have the option of flagging a session if they felt a student walked away from our classroom without having had a sound educational experience. And so they'll flag it. And as soon as that gets flagged, we'll send that flag to you as the client and let you know, hey, this was a student D, he was working on Math 101, and our tutors felt like he didn't come away with a good understanding of that particular topic. And so then it's up to you to choose what you would like to do with that. We have seen clients forward that information to the instructor of the course, and the instructors of the course find that information very useful because it shows them that their students are looking to get help, that they're going to get help, and that they're seeking out that help. And then it also lets them know, okay, they're stuck, they're struggling with this particular part of the course that we're working on. So it gives them that data to review and to work with. And in addition to that, this is the second report that you will receive, and it breaks down each of the sessions that you have by subtopic. And again, I chose algebra here because it is one of our most popular subjects. And you can see that for this particular client, dividing and multiplying and factoring expressions was challenging for their students. And this data is really useful to the instructors as well, because they can see, okay, our students are really struggling with factoring expressions right now. Maybe we should go over that again. Maybe I should just touch upon this again so that they have a better understanding of what that might be. And that really goes to, it really is the advantage, because we give you this information in a timely fashion and in enough time that these instructors can do something about it. You can do something about it. You can help to retain those students that may be struggling and really work with them on it. So we are the only company out on the market today that offers this type of detailed reporting, and we're proud of it. We ourselves really like data, and we are data driven, and we like to see how our working with the students impacts their experience at school. And if we do work with you on this particular type of program, we want to know, we want it to be a partnership. We want to know from you if it's working. We want to know if your retention rates are increasing, if your dropout rates are decreasing. We want to know how it's going. And so these are just some of the results that you can see from working with us in a couple of different programs that we've worked with, and it works. We've seen it time and time again that this type of partnership really does work, and it helps the school really understand why students are dropping out, or if they're dropping out. That's what I have to say about our data. Finally, I will touch very quickly, I know we're probably running a little bit late, about our client services, and that's what I do. If you do decide to partner with us, you do have the advantage of working with our client services team, and that includes me. And we work with you on behalf of you, really, to implement your program. We help you create a marketing plan to reach your students. We help you to interpret the data that you are receiving from us and make it actionable. And then we help you to troubleshoot anything that might come up. And that is a feature that we really do like to highlight in these presentations, because our clients like that. Our clients, and they have told us that time and again, that the reason they chose us was because of how responsive we are. And working with your dedicated client services manager, it really helps them to feel trusting that they are being worked with and that they're helping to help their students. That being said, that's enough about me. Nikki, I have said my piece. If you'd like to see if there are any questions, I'd be happy to answer any of those. That's all I have. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Steve, for giving us all such a detailed tour of our service. To the folks in the audience, thank you again for joining us. If you'd like a more detailed presentation of our service, the way our classroom works, who our tutors are, the partnership that we can provide to your institution, please do not hesitate to call or email Steve or myself. We'll connect you with the appropriate team member and get that presentation scheduled. Additionally, I am recording this session today, so if you'd like to share this meeting with your colleagues, I'll be following up with an email to all of you, and I'll include a link to this recorded session. So again, we want to be respectful of your time. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day.